So, the Monsterverse. What's going on with it, ladies and gents? We just don't know, do we? We had Godzilla vs. Kong, big success. Legendary and Warner Brothers believe so. They've announced a sequel, sort of a sequel, kind of, rumoured to be Son of Kong, but we don't actually know where this universe is headed right now. There's no details. And it sounds like they're kind of just plodding along. And kind of making it up as they go along, to a certain degree. Not massively, but to a certain degree. They'll go, this one was a success, cool. We'll greenlight the next one. This one was a success, we'll greenlight the next one. And I can respect that. You know, it's nice that they are playing it by ear, seeing what people appreciate, what they don't, adjusting to suit. And I think that's actually quite good, to be honest. But we just don't know what's happening with this universe. Although now a writer has given us some hope. Yes, that's right, giving us some hope that Godzilla is staying with Legendary. Now, if you don't know any of this, you know, what I'm going to go into here, just as a quick bit of a background anyway, is Godzilla is obviously owned by Toho. They made it. Jasper cameo. Yes, he's had a haircut. How's it going, bro? You alright, mate? Whatever. Just ignore me. Anyway, so Toho owns Godzilla. It's their property. They own it, and they've leased the license off over to Legendary. Now, that was a deal which was coming up, actually. I believe it had already come up. But Toho had been fairly vocal. They were happy with Legendary's work. They were more than happy, and they were more than happy for it to continue. But of course, Legendary has to lay down a substantial amount of money to keep using the Godzilla license and keep using the character of Godzilla. Now, when Godzilla vs. Kong came out, the statement, you know, the sequel statement was basically rumoured to be Son of Kong. And we didn't know if they were going to be pursuing Godzilla in this universe anymore. Son of Kong and Kong, that sort of world, that sort of thing there is public domain anyway. Kong is a public domain character. So it wouldn't have cost them anything to use that. Now, Max Borenstein has come out in a few interviews here with Screen Rant and then another publication. I'm not 100% on which one it was. We'll get through it in a moment. And basically revealed some prospects of the future of the Monsterverse, which is a pretty big development, actually. So he says, I've heard some exciting things that are happening that I can't divulge. They have a great handle on things there, and I certainly have thoughts, and I'm always excited when I get involved in them. Straight away, I've heard some exciting things that are currently happening. Stuff in development, basically. Stuff in early stages of development, of course, but development nonetheless. And that's fantastic to hear. That's fantastic to hear, because the last we heard, nothing was happening. Nothing was happening at all. Now, he says this as well. I think it's in good hands, and with the success of Godzilla vs. Kong, there will be some new, interesting installments coming. Straight away, installments. There's more movies. Yay! I'm really happy about this. My inner child is really, really happy. Without being able to say any of that officially, you can look at the fact that the film performed and people really responded to it. And they did. They really did. It did well. Monetarily, it did well. And people did like it. So that's great. They are looking to make more. You know, he says unofficially, officially. Stuff happening. Can't really reveal it. But yeah, it's happening. He continued and said, I think it was really wonderful timing for people to have that towards the end of that surge in the pandemic. People really felt eager to see something that was fun and joyful in the cinema, and it was really exciting to have our movie be that movie. And I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. It was a movie that came out at a time when people were, you know, they needed something to look forward to. They absolutely needed something to look forward to. And that movie became that. It was really, it was good. It was nice. It was just and as well, like, it did prove that people wanted to get back into the theatres. And it's interesting now because they're using this new surge, and as a result of why people aren't going back. No, there's just been a bunch of bad movies released. That's literally all it is. People are happy to go to the theatres. A whole bunch of people don't care. You know, a whole bunch of people have their own autonomy. They have made their own risk assessment, and that's fine. That's called being an adult. They make that risk assessment when I cross the bloody road. So I'm really happy with that, and I completely agree. Now, it says this as well. The future, Borenstein foresees might not actually include the human audience, the human characters audiences normally get acquainted with, as he has an idea that focuses solely on the monsters. Yeah, okay, great. Like, happy with that. What a good idea. An absolutely great idea. So Slash Film is who he was talking to. He says, I do think it could be done. I was thinking about the same thing, I think, and it would be amazing, actually. Borenstein added that Godzilla vs. Kong's success might pique the interest of Legendary to throw money at something ambitious, given the success of Godzilla vs. Kong. And remember, they wound down those characters. There wasn't that much in there. There was a lot less than normal, anyway. I'm kind of hoping in whatever the next phase Legendary decides to do, that we would see that. I think it would be pretty cool, he said. So this is a movie just about the monsters. Very little to no human at all. I think that could work. I think it makes sense. I think they've grown towards that in the other movies. You know, we've slowly wound down the human characters. And in fairness as well, Legendary doesn't seem that intent on focusing on a human element anyway. Why? Because they kill off the good actors. Like, you know, no one cares about Millie Bobby Brown. She's there to sell people like little children coming to the theatre. She's not there to sell to the adults. Anyone who's like interested in an actual story of, you know, humans and stuff. We just want to see the monsters anyway. I think Legendary knows that now. They've been pretty responsive with things, with the critique of these movies. They have, genuinely. Now, Borenstein illustrated his point by comparing his pitch to the action-packed and subtler moments in Mad Max Fury Road. Great comparison. That's a great comparison. It'll be very ambitious. I think ambitious in that Mad Max Fury Road way. I think it's totally possible to do that with the absolute minimum amount of human characters and really characterize the creatures. And that, to me, says Legendary are hiring the right people. People that respect the characters. And I'm not talking about human characters. The monsters, they are characters. They really respect the property. I think we can do that. Good. This bloody creative bankruptcy from Hollywood. This is a guy who's actually going out of his way to say, no, we can do that. Yeah, of course it's possible. Of course we can do that. And then you have the likes of Ridley Scott, a guy lauded for his creative ability, going, oh yeah, the beast is dead. It's not scary anymore. We've got to reinvent it. You are creatively bankrupt, good sir. If you believe that the alien is done, if you believe that you can't tell a Godzilla and Kong movie without humans, you're creatively bankrupt. Because you can. It absolutely can be done. And this shows respect. It shows that they're getting the right people. Yeah, really good. Really, really good. And it also says to me that they're making some more movies, which I am all for. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. You stayed this long, you very clearly enjoyed the content at the very least. Or you're one of those freaks that hate watch. Leave a like if you are. Cheers guys. Take care.